Welcome, race fans, back this week here with the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series, and man, it's going to be a great one here tonight. This is the last one they're racing before the holidays starts here. They will be off next week, and I do have Matt Johnson in the booth with me here. Welcome, Matt.
Welcome, buddy. It's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to see how it's going to go out here tonight. 75 laps is all they're going to be really doing out here. Make sure you guys tune in later, or tomorrow, excuse me, for the Laura Xfinity Series, followed by the Ohio IndyCar League. They'll be tuning in for that tomorrow night. But looking at the analytics here for tonight, air temperature about 76 degrees, track temperature 102. They'll be doing 75 laps. That's right about 200 miles. It's just a tick shy of it. Tire window, they could actually go the whole way here on the same set of tires, but I wouldn't advise it. They do kind of car starts pushing a lot in the corners. But we will see, I'm sure, some pit stops. Fuel window about 30 to 40 laps. They usually about right around about the 37, 38 lap mark. They'll be getting pretty low on fuel. Pit road speed 55 miles an hour. All right, so Matt, let's run down through the points here coming into tonight real quick. Mark Johnson still holding on to the points lead by 9 points over Harry Tiller. Harry did close that gap up a little bit last week. Daniel Holloway, third place, 10 points back. Daniel Jackson in fourth, 19 points behind. Scott Warren up to fifth, 29 points behind. Joseph Burton, 54 points behind in sixth. Daniel Harrington in seventh, 57 points back. Eric Green, eighth, in 60 points back. James Peterson in ninth, 65 points back. Alex Kinsler, 10th, 70 points back. Matt?
All right, Justin O'Bean sitting there at 11th. He's going to be 76 back. Alexander, and the thing about being in 11th, too, before we go any further, tonight is a chase cutoff race.
Right.
12 will make it. So Justin's got to hang on here. He's in, but not by much. Back in 12th, you got Alexander Russell. He is 81 back, again, right there in that battle, along with TJ Buck, who is 84 back. So I would say 11th, 12th, and 13th, that's going to be tight, really tight. We'll see. Chris Akers in 14th, he's 107 back. He's a little bit back, but I think he can still make it in. PJ O'Leary sitting there 109 back. Again, kind of the same situation as Chris. He can still make that up. Richard Reagan back in 16th, 130 back. Once we get here, it's going to be tough for Richard on back to do anything. So he's sitting at 16th, 130 back. John LeBombard is in 17th. He'll be 132 back, along with Jeffrey Muir, also 132 back, tied for 17th. In 19th will be Gary Champion, 145 back, and rounding out in 20th is Ted Manning, 170 back.
And Ted won't be here tonight either.
That's unfortunate. And I also hate it for Gary. We haven't really seen him compete in a couple of weeks. And I think if he's able to make it, Rudy, he could have probably made it in that top 12.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tight, this being the last race here. And only 12 drivers go into, when they come back, I believe it's, January 4th? I got to look again here. January 4th, they'll be back with the trucks at Dega for the first race starting in the chase. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. It's going to be a tight battle out of those guys. And, everybody works hard to get to this point to have a shot at it. So
right.
They'll definitely do everything they can to do it.
All right, folks, we're about a minute away from the national anthem here before qualifying starts. So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate that very much. Give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV. And click that little bell next to the subscribe button there so you do get a notification when we go live. And we are broadcasting pretty much 7 nights a week now. Of course, we're going to be off a little bit here and there, hit and miss for the next week here for the holidays. And once we get past New Year's, we'll be back to full schedule again. And lots of good racing coming up. We cover pretty much about anything you can about imagine. Check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for our full schedule, and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. All right, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying underway, and we have not got a time in yet. Should be coming up here right directly, though. A lot of guys have already made their out lap, and we'll be coming around here to record a time. Who's going to be the fastest here at Dega tonight? Who's going to be the pole setter? That's what we're wondering.
Yeah, it is, Rudy. You know, you got, it takes a while to get these cars wound up around this racetrack. You want to run the high side, the first out lap, and pretty much your first lap as well, running around the outside. So
there we go. Mark Johnson so far. Oh, Joey Amanta taking that.
Good lap by Joey there, 51.7 on his first lap.
Yeah,
so.
Nice. Alex Kinsler in second. Jim Peterson third. Mark Johnson back to fourth. Chris Akers fifth. Ed Hewitt the second. Nice lap, Ed. That's his first lap. Brian Neal's the second now. Ever changing out here until they get a couple of their laps in.
Yeah, here comes Joey Amita down to the front straightaway here. So, well, I'll be interested to see what he scores. He's coming through the trial now. It's going to be close at the line. 51.4, so not quite enough to get the pole there. Martin Johnson's still holding on to that right now.
Yep. And that's liable to change. You know, we've been seeing that. So, yep, there goes Chris Akers to the pole.
Well, we know he's got a fast car.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And we're still waiting to see if he's ever going to make it to a victory lane this season, Matt.
Yeah, every time he gets up there, he just kind of gets left out the drive.
Yeah. Well, maybe tonight's his night. He led a lot of laps last week, but wound up he didn't have that good of a finish. So maybe tonight will be his night. I don't want to jinx him, so knock on wood.
Yeah, 10-4. You definitely want to knock on wood when it comes to that, because he's had some bad luck here this season. Just hasn't got the push that he needed, really.
Well, he's running a different car tonight, running a Corsair car. Maybe that'll be Maybe that's what he needs, is a change up there of paints on that car and bring him better luck.
Harry Tiller to the top of the board with a
Nice.
51.30.
Wow, we thought Chris was going to have it there, but Chris he might have the outside pole. You never know.
Got 35 seconds left for these guys, but what I'm seeing, most everybody's off the track at this point.
Couple here, yeah. I think everybody's turned in a time that's going to turn in a time.
Yeah, with less than 10 seconds to go here, I don't think anybody else is going to really attempt it there, Rudy.
Hey, Randy, I heard you're out of town there, Randy. Too bad you're not going to make this tonight. But this would have been kind of fun. All right, Matt, let's get him down here on the starting grid. Harry Tiller taking the pole with a 51.303, beating out Chris Akers by 7/1000ths of a second. So pretty close right there. Chris will start on the outside of the front row. Richard Reagan in third. Mark Johnson starting fourth. Mark's our points leader by only 9 points over Harry Tiller, our pole setter, so pretty close. Alexander Russell in fifth. Alex Kinsler in sixth. Eric Green seventh. TJ Buck in eighth. Scott Warren starts ninth, and Daniel Holloway rounds out the top 10, Matt.
Yeah, Daniel Jackson there scored 11th. Right in there behind Daniel Holloway. Good run for the both of them. He ran a 51.3 there, got the 11th position. 12th goes to Jim Peterson in that number 58 machine. PJ O'Leary scored 13th in that number 24. Ed Hewitt coming in 14th there. You know, Ed, good run for him there, Rudy.
Yeah,
good
nice
job out of him. Got it up to 14th. Joey Amita there in the 33 and 15th. Brian Neal was 16th. Anthony Kiswetter, 17th. Mitch Bieber comes in 18th. Jonathan Platt, 19th. Justin Levine, 20th. Matt
Kleinschmidt,
yep. And 21st, 22nd goes to Trenton Johnson. Dan Harrington, 23rd. Jody Burton, 24th. 25th goes to John Bombard. 26th to Anthony Poston. Wow, that's a big field, Rudy.
Yep, 26 drivers. Nice. Very nice.
All right, we'll get ready to go here, Rudy. It's going to be a good one here from Talladega.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're in for a pretty good race here tonight. A couple of new guys in there that he told me about was the one was Trenton Johnson, and there was supposed to be another one, but he may not have made it. I forget who it was, but he may not have made it. And I'm not seeing Justin Levine starting.
Yeah, that's kind of weird there.
Yeah, he is not starting. Almost needs to. Dan Harrington and Matt Kleinschmidt not starting either. That's kind of odd.
Maybe they're just going to sit on pit road there and start at the end. I don't really understand that. Maybe that's about the only thing I can come up with.
Yep, maybe.
Nevertheless, though, plenty of cars here to bring in the holidays at Talladega.
All right, Harry Tiller going to bring him to the green here, folks. We'll be underway here in just a second.
Yeah, you got a long pace lap around here, Rudy. It takes you a while to get around, but once they do, they're going to be up to speed, and it's going to be interesting.
JT saying 9 cautions. 9 cautions? In 75 laps? I don't know. I don't think so, but we'll see. I hope you're wrong about that, JT.
Yeah, I think I got a little bit more faith in these guys than that. I'll put it maybe, if we're going to do caution bets, I'll go 4.
We got a lot of the theme for tonight's race is Christmas. So you're going to see a lot of cars out here painted up with Christmas themes on them and stuff. Some guys really went all out on it. We were talking to Daniel Holloway. He put a lot of effort into his. We'll ride on board with him here in a little bit. All right, pace car heading on pit road. And Harry Tiller, got to bring him clear around the try over here to get him under green.
All the way down the triangle, Rudy. Get ready to go.
Long ways around there.
Green, green, green.
All right, here we go. We're under green. Good start by everybody so far.
Yeah, the 46 right there on the back bumper of Harry, they're giving him a good shove off into 1 and 2. They're going to clear the 4. 4 just don't have any help up there right now, Rudy.
Yep, and again, well, it looks like Kleinschmidt is starting on pit road. So he is away. Just going to be starting on pit road, I guess. Richard Reagan. They get sorted out here. Mark Johnson in 3rd. Chris Akers had to settle into 4th place after starting on the outside of the front row. I don't think he was really prepared for that. I don't think he really wanted to do that, but Alexander Russell in 5th. These guys have a little bit of a pull away here from Eric Green, but that's not always a good thing because these guys will get one heck of a run and they'll just drive right on by them on the outside if they can get ganged up together here.
Yeah, they will. They'll get that big push. But one thing I'm seeing, everybody trying to get in line and ride a little bit here, Rudy.
Sure. Alexander Russell to the inside of Chris Akers. Chris Akers looks like he tried to get a run on the outside. That's what it was. Looking for a little help. He's going to settle back into the bottom row. Ride it out for a little bit longer here until he sees somebody pull out there. And then he may go with them. One we'd really like to see in Victory Lane. I mean, back when he was running the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup car there, I was really hoping that, you know, we'd see that car in Victory Lane, but he's brought out the Corsair car tonight, so maybe it'll change his luck up a little. Well,
hey, you got to try something, Rudy.
That's right. You got to try something different. Yeah, even, you know. Well, let's. I promised we'd go on board here with Daniel Holloway, so let's take a look at his car close up here. You can see Santa Claus on the hood. Nice Christmas theme on the car. Even Santa and his reindeer there over the back wheels. Nice looking car. And even on board, he's even got a special helmet he's running here tonight. Merry Christmas on the helmet. Very good job on the paint there, Daniel.
Man,
I like it.
That's definitely going all out for it right there.
Yes, it is. That is pretty awesome. All right. Clouds are rolling in here and there. And Harry Tiller still on the point here.
Yeah, we're only 4 laps in, Rudy. They'll take their time and then they'll start battling it out, I think.
And we see clouds on the front stretch, sunshine on the back stretch, so that's pretty cool. And everybody's single file. Oh, we got a spinner! Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them going to be spinning on that one. Trying to catch up to Jim Peterson. Actually started. Let's see what happened here to Jim. He got caught up into something there with somebody. So let's ride along here with Jim Peterson.
Looks like he was on the outside, Rudy. Tried to come down and just didn't have room.
Sometimes drivers, they misjudge a car or something. He comes down in front of the 34, and then at the last second he says, oh, wait a minute, somebody's there. And the 34 just drove into the back of him. Ow. That hurt. The 34 of Anthony Kieswetter. And then that actually makes Anthony wreck too. He didn't get as much damage on his car, but boy, a lot of them wrecked up in front of him too. Golly, man, there was a bunch of them that got caught up into that.
Yep, just one of them unfortunate deals that happen there, Rudy. It just, you know. A
Yes,
little
sir.
misjudgment turns into a big one.
Well, now everybody's going to want to come to pit road. Maybe. I don't know. You know, they got a full tank of fuel here. They'll have to make one pit stop here tonight for sure. Actually, you know, probably more than one. My guess would be they would have to make one and then stop for a splash of gas. So maybe they'll take the splash here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would do. Go ahead and take your splash, and then, you know, you're cleaning up the end of the race, basically.
Right.
You're working it backwards.
Yep. Yeah, this would top their tanks off again. Chris Akers stays out to lead a lap. Get that bonus point. He's trying to work his way into that position to make it into the top 12. And what better way to do it is by using some bonus points. So no tire change for these guys. Harry Tiller going to come out. Looks like he's going to come out behind. No, he come out ahead of Richard Reagan. Sorry. But Chris Akers stays out.
Again,
Well,
Rudy, you know, you're playing the game backwards. He's trying something different.
Yep. How about we try? Let's get a word in with. Try to get a word in with Daniel Holloway here and see how he's doing. Daniel, how do you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
How's it going out there so far?
Just kind of chilling, riding around. Kind of weird caution accident back there, but got my teammates around me. We're just kind of cruising early in the race.
Well, we checked out the car there close up and in car. Got a picture of your helmet there. Looks pretty cool. So everybody got to see the festive holiday theme that you got on your car. Looks pretty good.
Yes, thank you, and shout out to the other guys too. That's got some good paint schemes out there, some Santa Claus, and a couple of Grinches out there. So gotta throw them in there.
Yep, all humbug. Yep. But anyhow, so now what? Do you have a teammate or a partner that you're working with?
Team Excalibur. We're all for one and one for all.
And they are.
Other
Richard
than that,
Reagan.
I got Reagan, Scott Warren, Jackson.
What happened?
Justin, I'm not sure what happened to Justin, and it won't let him in the race for some odd reason. So I'm not sure if that's an iRacing thing or not.
That's weird.
So it's I feel bad for him because I know he's right there in that points and stuff. So I'm hoping that didn't hurt him.
Yeah, really. Yeah, he's right on the edge of it. 11th in points coming into tonight. He may, depending on where you guys finish back there. I know a couple of guys that are right on the edge of it there. Chris Akers, T.J. Buck, and Alexander Russell, and Justin Levine. They're kind of like right on the edge of making it in. So, yeah. Well, we wish you the best of luck out there, Daniel. Bring it home. Let's see if you can bring home a win here tonight, huh?
I'm sure gonna try. Hopefully break this jinx that when you pull a driver in and they ended up not doing so well. So hopefully this breaks the jinx.
Yes, we're gonna break it.
I should say.
Yes, we're gonna break it right now. All right, good luck.
Thank you, guys.
That was, you know, the jinx, Rudy, is one of those things that's been around all season.
I know it. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, while you was talking to him, Rudy, I was looking through the field. There's some beautiful race cars out here tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep, got to get in that Christmas spirit, you know, and what better way to do it? We're just a few days away from Christmas here, so kind of having a Christmas theme race is a pretty cool way of doing it. Everybody out here showing their pride of, you know, Merry Christmas. That's pretty cool. The nice paint jobs that they worked so hard on making. And
tell you what, I'm looking forward to that ham and turkeys on Christmas myself.
Oh man, we'll talk about food.
Well, Rudy, we've seen the yellow early here. Just a little mishap there. I think they're going to fall back in line and kind of ride here for a while, a little bit longer.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be patience is a virtue here. I mean, you've got to have patience. You know, even if you've got a good fast car, don't put yourself in a bad situation where you could wreck yourself or maybe somebody else or both of you, you know, or more. We haven't seen that one. Had a few cars in it, but you know, that wasn't the big one where we see maybe 10 or 12 cars caught up in it, and we don't want to see that.
No, we don't. You don't ever want to see the big one happen. You know, it takes a lot of people out, unfortunately, when it does. So
yeah,
it can be very bad.
Some guys have used their reset already. Now, a couple of them guys in the back there, probably Jim Peterson, because he hit the inside wall pretty hard. I'm not sure Anthony Keysweater. He may not have, because he didn't hit anything. He just spun. But there was another bunch of them that got caught up in it too up there. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we will. If you look at the back of the 4-car of Chris Akers, he's got a little bit of damage to that spoiler.
Oh, yeah?
Just a little bit. The back's been pushed in, and it's kind of bent that spoiler just a little bit. Sure
has. Well, he'll be all right as long as he stays in the draft. He'll be all right. You know, he's got somebody pushing him.
I would just about bet that damage come from somebody pushing him there, probably. All right, Rudy, lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to get ready to go green as they come back around here again.
Get them going this time, Matt.
We'll do. Takes them a while to get around this 2.5-mile racetrack under yellow, so they got a long way to go to get here. Once again, thanks everybody for coming out. Glad to see y'all out here on a Friday night. It's definitely chilly outside, so there's no better place to be than sitting there watching this right here. It warms you up a little bit, Rudy.
Yeah. True. That is true.
Yes, it does. Most definitely. Ain't nothing like stock car racing in the wintertime. Alrighty, the lights are out on the iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. And we'll get ready to turn them back loose here momentarily. Chris Akers will be your leader. And Alex out there in the 350 machine. We'll be starting on the outside front row. And I think Alex is going to have a good push out of the 33 of Joey as well. So look for that outside to be pretty strong here. 411 of Eric Green. He's right there with the 4. But I don't know how much that damage is going to hurt somebody pushing him. It could be easy to turn a car around doing that. All right. We're coming down, just waiting on Chris to bring them all the way through here to get them in the restart zone. Everybody's starting to tighten up really tight here. And Green is out. We're back underway in the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series here on MaxSpeedTV. Chris Akers jumps out to about a 2-car length lead over his drafting partner there of the 411. The 350 up there of Alex there, Rudy, didn't have the best start either.
Yeah, and that kind of stacked up this outer line a little bit. They were 3 wide back there for a minute. They got that sorted out pretty quick, though. PJ O'Leary now up to 8th place after starting 13th.
TJ Buck there in the 64 machine, right on that back bumper of Eric Green, giving him a good shove.
Yes, again, he is.
He most definitely is. That's going to allow that bottom line to kind of single file out again, Rudy.
He's staying right with them guys and not giving them one bit of time to get away from him. He does not want them to get too far ahead of him. Looking mighty strong out there for TJ right now.
Most definitely is. You got the 4-car there as well. Chris Akers leading that bottom lane. Everybody just trying to be as steady as they can. You'll see the cars move around just a little bit. That's natural. It's going to happen. You know, Rudy, it looks easy to hold these cars in a line, and it's really not.
It isn't. No, you're right. These cars are, they just get so much aero push on them. And it just, you know, with the air going around these cars and stuff just makes them, they're a handful out there. I'll tell you, this car is just an absolute handful.
You look back in the pack here, you got Harry Tiller. He's getting some help. Looks like the 48 of Martin Johnson right there with him.
Yeah, Harry was up there, led 4 laps early. Now he comes up in behind TJ Buck. They're going to the outside. And TJ Buck bidding for the lead here, and he's going to get it so far. He has not cleared Chris Akers. He does come down in front of him. Wow, that was close.
That was close.
Yes. So TJ Buck to the lead for the first time.
Oh,
Harry Tiller!
Multiple cars.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to catch up with Harry Tiller here. Oh, we got a bunch of them into that, but Harry Tiller, man, he hit the outside wall a ton. Let's go see what happened. I think somebody got into the side of him or a bumper hook or something there as they were coming around on the front stretch.
It looked like the 411 maybe slid up the racetrack.
All right, he's on the outside here. He's down there trying to get a little side drop. Yep, the 411 just like, but I don't know. He may have gotten bumper hooked. Let me see here. Let me go back a little bit here and go on board. Let's see here. I want to go on board. And right here, Harry Tiller is coming out of turn 4. Eric Green comes up the hill right into Harry Tiller. And he did not get bumped or anything, so I don't know what happened there. Like Eric's car just like turned to the right and went right up the hill. That put Harry Tiller into the wall, and it's not over by any means right there. 4 cars are going to get involved in it. Oh my gosh, a bunch of them going to get involved in it.
Daniel Jackson here with heavy damage
on
the rear of that race car.
Man, Harry just got T-boned there by the number 10. Oh my gosh. I think it was a 10. Well, anyhow, man, a lot of cars destroyed on that one. So if anybody's got resets now, they got to use them now.
Yeah, just very unfortunate there for Harry. It didn't look like he done anything wrong. It's just one of them racing deals that happens.
Yep.
Harry's going to bring that number 69 down to the attention of his crew. And definitely use a reset here. You ain't got a choice but to use a reset at this point.
Yep. Pit road, the busiest place on the track right now. Well, it's got to be rough for Harry Tiller. I mean, you know, he was up there and led 4 laps. And for him to get taken out like that, that's kind of a bummer. But they'll get it back going here. He's doing a quick tire change. And, well, they're kind of straightening things up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a word in with TJ and see what he thinks of how the car's going out there. TJ Buck, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
TJ, how's the race going for you so far? You got up to the lead there. Man, I'll tell you what, you just about took the nose of that number 4 car right off when you come down to the bottom. You know that.
Yeah, well, I got a spotter. Spotter said clear. Took the opportunity.
Yep.
It's, you know, I felt safe about it, so I went for it. Okay,
now, you're 13th in points coming into tonight, and you're really not out of it by any means, but you've got to really fight hard to stay in this. This is the last race before, you know, the chase starts here in 2 weeks. So obviously you're going to be out here to try to get the win here tonight, right?
Actually, I'm here for a good finish. Like, I'm not going to try too hard to win this thing. I don't want to, you know, end up wrecking like I do every other race. So I'm here to get a safe top 5 or so finish. Okay. Finish ahead of Alex Russell. That's my plan, is finish ahead of Alex, and that should give me the playoff spot.
Yeah, now because Justin Levine, I guess, had some glitch or something, he couldn't get back in the room, so that's going to really hurt him. So this may have just locked you in, maybe unofficially.
I don't like handouts, but yeah, I guess it would be nice.
I know. I hate it for Justin because, you know, he's such a good racer and everything. All right, well, TJ, we're going to let you go. Good luck out there, brother.
Can I say hi to everybody?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say hi to Mickey and Shane and Josh and Mike and everybody who watches me. This is and also all the fans, man. This is a very niche hobby, and I appreciate that we have so many people that stick around and watch, people playing a video game, driving cars in circles. So I appreciate every fan out there. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good luck, TJ. All right, very good.
Very honest guy there, Rudy.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And it's smart what he's doing. He's just trying to stay up there, keep the car ahead of Alexandra there, and he should be okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he'll be all right. Alexander is back in 12th place right now. Those two battling to stay alive here into the top 12, which I would say is probably a pretty good shot at it because of Justin's connection problem there. But Justin Levine, it's a shame that he may be out of that just because of a connection problem. But gosh, I hate that for him,
Yeah, I do too. It's tough. You almost look at it and go, is there something that can be done? Well, the problem is, for the admin of a series, you can't really change anything.
Nope. Nothing
you can't really
do about it.
No, you can't really just add another car to the playoff. Kind of like NASCAR did. They added one, but it really doesn't work in this context.
Well, Akers is pretty eager. He's already getting ready to line up here 2 wide. He's pretty eager to get this thing back underway. He does have a little bit of right front damage, I noticed, on his car. Get down here a little closer and see if we can get a shot of this. Maybe just a tiny bit. He might have bumped somebody or something. I mean, it's hardly even noticeable, compared to some of these other guys. Scott Warren may have just a bit of damage too. Now Anthony Poston, his is good and clean.
Now, the problem here, Rudy, is that a lot of people have already used their first flash repair. A lot of guys have already used that.
Yep.
You're 61 laps still to go. So if we have more big ones like we just had, you're going to see a lot of cars start to drop out here. On a side note, I think my bet for 4 that I made before we went green there, I think mine may be in a little bit of trouble. So, Rudy, if you was on that outside line here, what would you try to do on this restart?
Well, there ain't a whole lot he can do right there because he's got to wait till he passes that start-finish line before he can make a move. But if they could get a bunch of them together and stay together on that high side, we may see Chris Akers take that point for a little while. But if they don't get organized early and somebody lays back like what happened on that last restart there, and the outside line did not go, that's going to wad them up back there. Everybody's going to have to check up, and then they'll fall back in single file again. If I was Chris Akers, I would try to go with the leader, be ready, make sure triple check make sure you're in the right gear and ready to head out of there. So this is a second gear restart. I know you can't start in first gear, too high a road. So start in second gear. Okay, pace car heads in. Ways around the trioval here before they get the green flag. And the cars they're not, like all gathered up in the back here. They're there's a little separation between some of them. So.
Green flag.
All right, there we are, back under green here. Green, green, green.
76 Scott right on the back bumper of Chris, giving him a great shove. I think he's going to clear Rudy off the back stretch here. He may get ahead of him.
He may, but well, the inside line's coming back. TJ Buck fighting back, getting a big pusher from Mark Johnson.
Well, that's a big push out of that 48.
Yeah, they needed that because they were, you know, Mark would like to get up there and lead a lap before this is all said and done. That just kind of, you know, with Harry Tiller closing in only 9 points back. Not that he's not going to be in the chase, but it just kind of, it's kind of a mental thing that you got to play with yourself to say, you know, look, I need to get as many bonus points tonight to solidify my run into this chase. And of course, he wants to win. You know, I mean, every driver out there wants to win tonight.
Yeah, there's not a one of us that don't want to win a race when we're in it.
That's for sure. All the way into fourth.
Oh, the 64 TJ Buck got a little loose out of turn 2 there. The 48 got to the bumper and got him a little bit loose.
See that? And he must have hit him pretty hard because I see a little damage on the front of Mark Johnson's car, but I don't see any on the back of TJ's. He might have just gave him a little bump there.
Yeah, it don't take much to upset these cars, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Very easily. Got Warren. Got pretty much locked into the chase here. 5th in the points coming into tonight. And Richard Reagan, which started 3rd place, had a great qualifying effort. Now running in 6th. Richard, I think it's safe to say he's probably pretty much out of the chase. He is 130 points behind the leader, sitting in 16th place in the points.
Yeah, that'd be really tough to make up what he needs to make up to get to 12. So,
Anthony
Rudy,
Poston. Huh?
Well, yeah, Rudy there, I was going to tell you right there, the 48 is really working over the back of TJ Buck, and it's really getting that car loose.
Yeah, he might be just pushing just a little too hard right now. I think he just needs to kind of back off a little, ride, and see how things go. You know, you don't want to get out there and start beating and banging on somebody. Chris Akers pulls out, might get a taker. Holloway, go with him.
Multiple cars.
Holloway says, nope, wait a minute, he's not sure if he wants to go high with Akers or not. Nope, he's going to stay to the bottom, and they're going to leave Akers out hanging out to dry. That's the story of Chris Akers' life right there.
Yep, he had 2 cars going with him, and they both left him.
They both said, nope, I'm going to stay on the bottom. Oh, that's a shame. He's going backwards pretty quick here. He'll have to fall in behind Anthony Poston if he can make it back that far without somebody filling that void. All right, here he is. He falls in behind him. Well, next is Brian Niels. Brian coming from 16th to 8th.
Oh, the 21 chop down there to hold on to 3rd. He got shoved out of the line there off of 2, Rudy, and had to chop it back to the bottom.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's not something you want to be doing at 200 mile an hour. You know, that you don't want to be making any quick moves. That's a good way to make your car get loose and out of control.
Yeah, these cars seem really unstable tonight.
A lot of aero push around them, I believe.
Yeah, it's like they're all getting in line and trying to ride Rudy, but the push around the car is just making the cars even less stable in the line.
Couple guys going below the yellow line back there, I noticed. Quite busy back here along about Anthony Poston, or Anthony Kieswetter. Last one there, Trenton Johnson. Actually, I take that back. My bad. John Lombard, actually, at the tail end of this front group. Him and Alex Kinsler. and Trenton Johnson. Okay. Then it's a ways back to Joey Amanta. These guys almost a full second back. That front group is starting to heat up pretty good, though.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of aggressive pushing going on in this front group. I don't know that I'd be trying to push that hard this early, Rudy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, it is so hard to pass here, and especially with this car, because of the aerodynamics on them, and the way they've got these things so tight now. I mean, it's pack racing on. So I mean, you got to take advantage of every situation that you can. That it makes guys put themselves into bad situations that can be costly. So I hope that doesn't happen for these guys anymore. I want to see some excuse me, some good racing.
Oh, for sure. You want to see it go green and have, you know, but it's also difficult to do. It's a 21 there with TJ Buck right in front, or Mark Johnson and TJ Buck, and then the 21 Daniel.
Richard Reagan and that was Anthony Poston that got together.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Chris Akers goes to the bottom. They're going to leave Anthony Poston out to dry. He's going to go to the back of that pack. And Brian Niels, they have caught up. These 4 cars back here have caught up to that front group. So now we've got 11 cars in that group.
A nice little 11-car breakaway. Now keep in mind, Chris Akers did not top off his car. So the problem now, Rudy, is he's going to have to come in a couple of laps before everybody else. And if he does that, he's going to be left by himself.
Well, him and TJ Buck, neither of them have been to pit road. So TJ will have to come in with him.
Yeah, he's just got to, he can do that, but he's also got to make sure he stays close to TJ.
Right.
That way, whenever they both duck off, they can kind of come down together. Daniel Holloway up there doing a great job just running the bottom of the racetrack. He's got the 76 of Scott Warren behind him, and then you got the 46 on the high side, and with Chris there in the 4. So really tight racing in there. And Richard is leading Chris around the outside now. They'll try to get a run. Chris, now I know Chris can push, Rudy. Yeah, you've got to be able to push in the corner, and if you got old tires, that can make that really tricky really quick. Chris, again, well, yeah, that too, they'll push up, but also when you're trying to, okay, so you got 2 pushes going on. You got the pushing up the hill, but if you try to push somebody that's pushing up the hill, that can get really tricky. Whoa, yellow! Oh no!
Yellow flag is out.
That was so odd. Good job by Mark, though, to keep the thing somewhat straight. Wow, that was actually really odd, Rudy, how that happened. It was like he was turning, and it's almost like something broke. We know that really can't happen, but that's what it looked like. It looked like something broke under the car.
Yeah, that was something there, man. Oof.
It almost, it didn't even really look like the car. It don't look like a car that's getting tight.
Yeah.
It usually gets tight gradually.
Right.
It almost like maybe it broke free and went tight all of a sudden. It was just really, really weird.
Well, everybody's coming to pit road. See what happens here. Mark Johnson, he's got damage. He's going to have to get his fixed or use his reset or whatever he's planning on doing there. And of course, Daniel Holloway, we know he's going to have to. Yeah, it looks like Mark Johnson's going to stay on pit road. He may have already used his reset. The guy that stayed out though, Matt Kleinschmidt, stays out, and he's going to get the point for leading the lap. Brenton Johnson off pit road. 2-tire stop looks like. Chris Akers will come off in third. Alex Kinsler fourth. Eric Green fifth, and TJ Buck will now be sixth place. So I don't know if we can get a word in here with Matt Kleinschmidt. If he's in here, let's see if he's in here. Yep, got him. Matt Kleinschmidt, you got a copy?
Yes.
Well, you're out there leading now, Matt. Man, tell me how hard it's been for you to get from 21st to the lead.
Well, I think I'm going to pit right here. The 34 was on my inside in pit road, so I couldn't pit, so I just had to roll through. But I had some connection issues early, so I just kind of rode around the back. But I think it's time to go to the front now.
All right. Well, the pit stop, I'm sure, will be much needed. 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm just going to take 4 and fill it up, and hopefully we can go to the end.
Hey, there you go. Good idea. Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's going to be. I don't think you can make it to the end, can you?
Probably not. I think we'll have to pit or get another caution or two.
Yeah, which I'm sure you probably will, but all right, well, good luck out there. I don't want to bother you while you're on pit road, so good luck, Matt.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. Another one of Excalibur Racing Team drivers right there. Having connection issues at the beginning of the race. So that will give the lead up to the newcomer to the league tonight, Trenton Johnson.
Yeah, first night here and already taking the lead there, Rudy.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Up there in that number 51 and leading the way, so good for him, man. Look at all the Christmas lights along that race car, man. It looks really nice.
He's at 82, Dan Harrington, just ahead of him. He is 4 laps down, so he'll get one of his laps back. Looks like Ed Hewitt, Mitch Beaver, and Brian Neals out of the race. Wow, I didn't know Ed was out of it.
That's unfortunate. It really is that anybody's out early, but it's part of the racing.
Wow, and he left TeamSpeak. Gonna drag him down here and ask him what happened. He already left TeamSpeak.
Yep, he flew the coop on us.
Ain't that just something?
If you're watching this, Ed, come back in here.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Rudy, I'm going to step out of the booth just a moment. I'll be back for green flag action.
All right. Well, if everybody is ready for Christmas and Happy New Year's and all that, everybody ready for 2019, another year, mark off the calendar. This makes me another year older. $2019. Never thought I'd ever see the day. And just think the next year will be 2020. Never thought I'd ever see 2020. Of course, I may not. You never know. Never know when your ticket's going to get punched. Hey, Sam, how you doing? Good to see you. Well, thank you, JT. We appreciate that very much. All right, lights are out on the pace car. They're doubling up. We're ready to go back green flag racing here this time by. I'm doing good, Sam. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Well, we'll see what Trenton Johnson can do up here in the front. Chris Akers is going to be starting on the outside. Alex Kinsler, Eric Green in row 2. Anthony Poston and John Lombard in row 3. Jody Burton and Richard Reagan in row 4, Alexander Russell and Joey Amanta in row 5. Here we go. Pace car about to head into pit road.
Looking forward to getting this one back underway again, Rudy. It should be another stint coming up. So
get them going.
All righty, the Trenton Johnson on first time here and in the leads. He's going to bring them down. Nice and slowly. He's actually speeding them up a little bit, coming to the green. Green is out. That was actually a pretty quick roll through the driveway for him. He's got a little bit of a gap there to the 411 of Eric, or to the 350 of Alex, as the 411 of Eric Green is all over the back of Chris Akers. Out of the corner number 2, looks like the one's going to try to hug it tight up next to Chris. He's going to try to hang on to that lead there, Rudy. Down the back straightaway, the 350. That's Alex right there on the back bumper of Trenton, all the way down the back straightaway, and they will push Trenton clear of Alex or Chris there on the outside. Alex is going to get clear of him as well. Chris is doing everything he can. He just can't get the momentum to come back by these two right now.
Yep, he needs a little more of a pusher from Eric Green. Eric running right behind him. And Anthony Poston.
Yeah, we're not seeing these guys dropping the line like they have before, Rudy. They're battling it out a little bit harder with 43 to go here.
Richard Reagan mired back into 9th. Started 3rd place and just can't seem to get back up close to the front again. But one has come from the back of the field. John Lombard has got himself from 25th to 4th. Great run.
Good run for him.
Yes. Car seems like it's in pretty good shape. I don't see any dents or anything on it unless he was caught up into something there earlier. But nice Christmas theme on that. It's got a Christmas wreath on the hood. Really awesome looking car. Let me see if we can get down here a little closer and take a look at that. Nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Jody Burton here in the 63 trying to work his way into the top 5.
Yep, and there's another nice looking Christmas painted up car. Got Santa Claus on the hood and Frosty on the side there. Frosty the Snowman. Merry Christmas. So lots of cars, a lot of guys put a lot of time and effort into making this Christmas theme race success. So Trenton Johnson still leading out front. Alec Kinsler pushing him.
Yeah, Alex pushing on pretty hard here, but look at Chris with this big run he's got on the high side. Chris really trying to lead this outside line around. You know he wants to clear the bottom and get down there. And trying really hard here. And coming on the back straightaway, he'll once again get a big shove. I don't know if, oh, look at the bottom. Looks like somebody got loose down there. Car on the apron all the way down into corner 3.
That was Kinsler. He got down. He can't get back up the hill without coming up unsafely. And guys are not sure what they want to do. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I'm telling you. You talk about crazy right there. Everybody's seen what was going on, and they could not avoid it. They were trying to, but they couldn't.
A great job out of everybody.
Wow, yes.
Great.
Harry Tiller back into the top 10.
And shout out to the race control there for not throwing the yellow, because it got really dicey really quick.
And Eric Green to the front for the first time today, wanting to lead a lap there. And he's got one heck of a pusher, probably one of the best pushers out there. We've seen it week in and week out. Chris Akers pushes somebody to the front all the time. And Eric Green's going to lead his first lap of the race.
Good job out of Eric getting out front with Chris.
That'll help him. That'll help him a lot right there, because he is 8th in the points coming into tonight. And man, that's a good place to get a bonus point right there when you're leading the race.
Yeah, look at the shade all the way down the back straightaway now. There was some shade there through the back stretch there, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Clouds are rolling over, and man, that'll make the track a little more grip to it. It'll cool off a little quicker.
After what we seen there a minute ago, I think they need all the grip they can handle, because that was nearly disaster.
Yep. And TJ Buck out of the race. No! Are you kidding me? Oh, no. TJ Buck is out of the race.
That's unfortunate.
Well, we're just a little past halfway. Trenton Johnson, the newcomer, in 3rd. Richard Reagan now in 4th. Lombard in 5th. Anthony Post in 6th. These guys getting single file now. Jody Burton and Harry Tiller. And one that's trying to catch up to him here, Joey Amanta. Got a little bit of help here from Alexander Russell. Maybe the two of them might be able to reel in them guys. They're inside of a second here, so I mean, he's only a half a second back, so he is feeling the draft. Once you get outside that 1 second mark from the car ahead of you, you kind of lose the draft. So unless you got 4 or 5 guys behind you pushing, which he does not have.
Yeah, and the front pack here is not lined up straight at all either. As Chris Akers gets shuffled to the outside once again, he's going to have some help coming in the form of Harry Tiller, but it's going to be too little too late there. Man, you got a feel for Chris. Every time he gets up through there, he ends up getting shuffled out.
I know it.
Harry now all over the back of Chris. Now Harry's going to jump down as well. Man, Chris has got to be beating on his steering wheel at this point. He'll try to fall in behind Harry Tiller there. He'll slide in right behind him. Right there he goes. And those two cars have caught the lead pack. So Joey has led those two cars up to the top 8. So now we got 10 cars in the pack here for your lead group. As we got about 35 laps to go here, still one more pit stop we should have for fuel. As Harry Tiller jumps up in front of the 4, they're going to try to lead a group on the outside. Now, Harry jumped right back down in front of Joey. An immediate move there to hold the position. Nice move, though, to get back down. But they'll try to get back on line one more time, but everybody snakes their way down the back straightaway. Now Harry's got some help up there with Chris, and we get a car number for you. It looks like it's the 63, maybe, or no, the 60. 63 of Jody right there with Harry. I was right there for a second. Thought I wouldn't, but I was, and it's Jody going to be leading the way here. Now they'll get back on line. Man, they just switch back and forth here, not really staying out there long at all. Now another car will jump out with Chris. Looks like that is Joey there going to lead the way on the outside with Chris with him. Now Chris will dive back to the bottom. I don't know, Rudy. They just can't get an outside line moving at all right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. And Amantha has caught up to these guys in the back, and that's kind of pulled him away from Kinsler a little bit. He's there, but he just not right on the tail of Chris Akers. If he was, he would probably give Chris a little bit of help and get him back up into the mix of things. The Tiller going to the outside now does have a little bit of help.
The 88 machine out there with him. That's Alexandra Russell. And look at the Dyson on the bottom. Whoa, look at that 95 machine dancing around there. It's going to be John Lombard. That car got all sorts of crossed up now. As you got 4 cars on the outside led by, looks like, that's so tight as a couple tried to come up. Rudy, this is going to be a drag race all the way down the back.
I'm telling you. It's getting to the point here now where the guys know that they're going to have to make one more pit stop. Richard Reagan to the lead for the first time today.
Richard doing a good job getting up through there. Harry giving him a good push. Chris now filling in as the top side as well.
88 there, Alexander Russell. This is the guy that Daniel Holloway did not want to see up here in the front. He said he was trying to make sure that he did beat him. And, it's going to be kind of interesting now that TJ Buck's out of the race. I don't know how the points are going to shake out. It's going to be interesting. But, Richard Reagan did lead his first lap of the race. Now he goes back to the outside in front of Harry Tiller.
Yeah, he went up there to pick up the run that they had, but then the run stalled out. That's going to allow the 411 of Eric Green to get a run on the bottom as they come toward the start-finish line one more time. Looks like Eric Green might lead this lap. He's got all kinds of help there with him. At the line, it's going to be close. Too close to call. I think Eric got it.
Yeah, Eric got it.
That was close.
Trenton Johnson, the new guy. Man, he is doing great here. Christmassy look on the car. He's got the Manning Electric logo on the hood. Nice looking car.
Man, these guys are really ramping it up right now. Coming to go.
Jim Peterson with a little damage on his car finds himself in 16th. Matt Kleinschmidt, which Matt stayed out long enough to lead one lap, and he come in. We got guys way up the hill there. Daniel Jackson. That was, that was Mark Johnson. No, that was not Mark Johnson. That was Alexander Russell. He got shuffled out of that big time.
And now Richard Reagan on the high side, really trying to get another run with the help of Harry Tiller. All over that back bumper. Those are all even down the back straightaway once again. This is the part of the racetrack you can really grab some momentum if you get a good shove on the outside. Entering corner number 4. Can he clear him? Well, not hardly.
Nope, not hardly. Nope, he didn't have enough. Chris Akers up on the high side as well, riding right behind Harry Tiller.
And these guys really going at it for the lead as they come to the start-finish line one more time. Looks like Richard Reagan got scored with the lead that time. And now he'll try to fall to the bottom.
Wow, Chris Akers down there trying to get some side draft. I don't know if I'd be doing it that close with, man, guys are kind of weaving around a little bit. Ooh, man, that could be a really kind of upsetting. Lombard, Anthony Poston, and Scott Warren. Scott Warren's up on the high side.
Yeah, Rudy, this is just a war for the lead right now. It's absolutely vehicle warfare out there.
Well, they know they got to stop one more time, you know, and so I guess track position is going to mean a lot. They're not going to get away from each other. They're going to be stacked on top of each other for the rest of the race until we have pit stops, and that kind of breaks up the field a little bit.
Yeah, it is. You're just trying to get as much position as you can now to set up for those stops. Oh, tight run there from Chris and the 51 of Trenton. They're really close. Man, oh man alive. Look at these cars move around, Rudy. The 46 machine, Richard Reagan, out front in that Craftsman Chevrolet. He's got the 411 of Eric Green right there with him. The newcomer Trenton Johnson right there in third, trying to make something happen. Harry Tiller in fourth. In fifth right now is going to be Chris Akers. As Trenton there jumps to the outside. Can he get any help? Yes, he does. Harry went up. Nope, they left him.
Oh my gosh, they just shuffled him right out of it. Oh, that didn't take long for him to get shuffled out. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it.
Hey, that's like taking your date to dinner, Rudy, and you get to the table and she says, nope, I'm out of here.
Yep. Well, you know, we haven't done Crank It Up here tonight. Let's do a little Crank It Up. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, here they come. A bunch of them coming in. Richard Reagan, a bunch of them are coming in to make their final pit stop. I figured they were inside that window here, and I was waiting any time now that these guys would probably come in. And I'm telling you, a whole bunch of them come in here together.
Yeah, it got a little dicey there coming in, but they all made it, so.
Well, that's when it's important to call out, you know, hey, you know, so-and-so's pitting, and, you know, some guys maybe taking right side tires, some taking none. might be a good call. I don't know. It's going to be available for track position only. You know, making a pit stop without any tire change at all. And so far, these guys are not coming to pit road. They're going to stay out as long as they can, waiting to see if a caution does fly.
Yeah, that's a move you want to make right now. Just kind of ride around here for a while, as long as you can ride around.
Yep.
And they've got a little bit more fuel, so they can do that relatively safely.
Well, Trenton Johnson did not have a very good pit stop. He's going to lose the draft of them guys up there, and he'll be the first car these guys are going to gobble up and go right around him and on by. So even though he's up to full speed, he's nowhere near the speed that they are at. He's hitting about at 187, and they're hitting about 200, a little over 200. Okay, more of them break off to come to pit road. Eric Green coming down pit road, and we got a spin on pit road. It was Lombard spins. Yep, and I think it was Kinsler. Yeah, Kinsler spun too, and he hit the inside wall pretty hard. So, but Harry Tiller and a small group of cars still left out here. They should be coming in here right directly, knocking out their final pit stop. So, no big deal there for Trenton Johnson. He will go a lap down because he'll get his lap back once they all get by. And this is really going to break the field up a lot right here.
Yeah, it will. It's going to be a couple of different packs you'll see when all this cycles through. As Harry looks low, doesn't come in. I thought he was coming there for a minute. He didn't, though. He'll stay out for another lap around here, Rudy. You know, you got 22 to go. Next time by will be 20 to go.
Yep.
Now 21 to go. So you've got a little bit more time, and this is going to shake out to be interesting to see how all this plays out.
I'm just waiting to see when this last group's going to come in. We've got 6 cars working right here together. They're passing a lot of cars out here right now with the momentum that they have, but it'll be short-lived. They'll get right back on the lead lap.
Yeah, they will, but you don't want to be out there by yourself.
Right.
So you need help.
Yep. Jim Peterson just went a lap down, and here comes most of them. Yeah, they're all coming in. Oh my gosh. Mark Johnson, man. Oh my. And he's going to spin it. Oh my gosh. No. Mark Johnson spun it around on pit road.
The 31 involved as well.
Oh my. So there you go right there. That's the kind of mistakes you make on pit road. So that gives the lead up to Jody Burton. Jody has already been to pit road, so, and now he doesn't have anybody on the lead lap working with him right now, but he does have some lap traffic out here. That being the numbers, if I can find them.
Let's see here. I think that's the 58, maybe.
63 right behind him. The 63 is Daniel Holloway, but gosh, I can't. There. All right. Damn name, Daniel Holloway. Who the heck is that?
The 63 is Jody Burton, and he's working with the 58 of.
Oh, okay.
58. Yep.
Yep. All right. But he's got a little damage on his car, but he is 34 seconds ahead of Harry Tiller and gang. Now, I maybe he hasn't been to pit road yet, or maybe he pitted early or something, and he doesn't need to. But that's a heck of a lot of traffic to be ahead of, and that far ahead of him.
Yeah, it is. I think he still needs to pit. I think that's what's going on. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't, I think second on back will catch him.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit because even if he was on pit road that last, he's been out there for 29 laps right now. And unless he's just going to try to ride and see if he can save enough fuel to make it, it would be awful close. That would be 38 laps. No. Yeah, it'd be 38 laps. No, 48 laps. There's no way he can make it. Yeah, no way.
There's no way he's making it.
He's going to have to come to pit road. So, but that would put Harry Tiller, Chris Akers right here together, and PJ O'Leary. So these three, I mean, big time ahead of Richard Reagan and a bunch of them. These guys have got to get organized and try to run them down. They're 6.6 seconds behind them. So they need to tighten that group up.
They do, and Chris Akers is pushing on Harry so hard that PJ's really working hard here just to stay with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not gaining anything, or well, maybe a tenth. I think they might be gaining maybe a tenth or two a lap, but that's not much. Not with 17 to go.
No, not at all. You've got to be gaining more than that a lap if you're going to catch them. Jody Burton last time by ran a 49.7 to Harry Killer's 49.5, so or 48.5. So that's what, over a second a lap difference. And now Jody is coming to pit road here, Rudy. So that's going to hand the lead back over to Harry Killer as they work their way down the back straightaway here. Chris Akers right there with Harry. He's got PJ O'Leary behind him. These three with a good little great gap over Richard Reagan right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as they come through 3 and 4 back onto the main tri-oval here. They'll be seeing 16 laps to go for tonight's Manning Electric Super Speedway Series live here on MaxSpeedTV. Been a good race so far. Starting winding down here. Harry just got to kind of ride. Harry's got to ride with Chris here, and PJ's going to hang in with them. So they're just going to try to stay ahead of that second pack with Richard Reagan. However, that second pack is gaining, now down to 5.7, 5.6. So they're coming. Just will they run out of time is the question. Now coming to 15 to go, Rudy. It's going to be close if they can get there.
If they can get there, that's going to be the whole thing. If they can get there, but I don't know, man. They need to get maybe just a little more organized than they are right there. But Kleinschmidt actually losing the draft of them if he's not careful. He is about a half a second behind them, so that would only leave 5 of them, which 5 of them will be okay, but that's going to leave Kleinschmidt out of it. The more they could get in that pack, the better off they'd be. They're down to 5.4 seconds. So, I mean, that ain't that far. That's, about a straightaway.
Yeah, they're definitely coming. I just don't know if they've got time. I really don't.
Yeah.
What they need is PJ O'Leary to lose the draft of the 69 and 4. Because if it come down to just Chris and Harry, I think they would catch it. But with 3 cars up there, I don't think they can.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be so hard to tell because the way, if these guys can get organized, they can see them in their sights up there, but getting to them, they could use some lap traffic here maybe to help them. But yeah, they seem to be they're a little tighter and a little more organized than just these 3 up here. And now the 3 here, they're running about 198 mile an hour. Okay, but if you go back here to Richard Reagan and these guys, they're running about maybe 201. I don't know, it's fluctuating a lot there. I don't know why it's doing that, but about 201. So they are maybe just a tick faster, but again, I think they're running out of time.
They are. Last time by, Chris Akers ran a 48.3, and Richard Reagan there ran a 47.834.
Yeah.
So definitely faster. It's just, do they have time to get there? That's what it's going to boil down to. Now, if they get within a second of them to where they can start snipping their draft now, they'll definitely run them down quick. And PJ, for whatever reason, Rudy, it don't look like he can get up to the back bumper of Chris. That seems to be PJ's problem. He can't get right there on Chris.
And that could wind up hurting them out there. If he loses that draft off of them, that could hurt them because 2 cars are no way going to be fast enough, But You know, again, time is on their side because time's running out for that group to catch them from 4.3 seconds back. Even though they're catching up to some lap traffic here, which may help them. That'll make them about a 7-car pack here versus 5. They're going to pass them up here, 95, John Lombard. 1 lap down now.
Looks like they made it up to about 4.1. Still not enough. Time is running out quickly here.
Yep.
Now, one thing about it, if you're Chris Akers and you're Harry Killer, you don't want to start battling yet.
No.
Because if you start battling, then you're really going to hurt yourself.
So now if you think P.J. O'Leary and Chris Akers maybe pull out on Harry Tiller on the last lap and try to make a run on him, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we'll see. As you see now, Harry's getting a pull off of these 2 lap cars, but they're going to jump high on them. And I don't think the lap cars of the 63, it's going to be Jody Burton, and I don't think they're going to be able to fall in with them and help them at all, which, no, the front pack's just too quick. So they're going to stay at 3 cars. Meanwhile, the second pack's got it down to a 3.8. They're just not gaining enough quickly, Rudy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not enough. 3.8. They need to get inside that 1 second mark in order to actually feel the draft coming off of them. And that's quite a ways away yet. Now, I'm sure Richard's probably talking to them guys saying, come on, guys, stay tight. Stay tight as you can stay and stay in line. They can get a 10th or 2 here, there, or whatever, but again, it's just time is running out on them. Harry Tiller, Chris Akers, P.J. O'Leary have an amazing pit stops, put them out front there. And I'll tell you right now, those guys only took a splash of gas. All they took.
Yeah, that's it. Coming to 9 to go. And the distance back to that second pack's kind of level at about a 10th a lap they're gaining, which is not enough.
Yeah. Now they stopped. They took 2 tires. Richard Reagan and Scott Warren took 2 tires. Mark Johnson, he is way back behind these guys now. He took fuel. Not way back. I mean, he's in that group, but he only took fuel. Flash of gas, and he was out of there. Daniel Jackson, Daniel Holloway. They both took 2 tires with their pit stop. And I think that's probably what I would have done too. You know, 2 tires is only going to help you from that car being so uncontrollable that if you did get up there with them guys, you know, and battled them, that you'd have a chance, or, you know, you surely don't want to be on the edge of out of control.
No, you don't. I mean, and if you're P.J. O'Leary sitting here in 3rd, if they do catch them, what do? Do you try to get their momentum and use that to pass the front 2? Or do you stay with the 2 guys you work with?
I'll tell you, they're coming. They are coming.
They're starting to chop it down more and more now.
They're right behind them here. They're about ready to catch a draft there of that lap car.
Looks like they're 2.5 back. So you're getting in that neighborhood to where if they can just get another second, about another second and a half to where they can get the draft off the front back, we're going to see a battle.
7 to go. You got 7 laps to do it.
7 laps is not long, I'm telling you. 2.6 now. 2.5. It's coming down. It's just going to be a matter of what comes first. Do they get there, or does time run out? P.J. O'Leary there. You know, if he stayed back far enough, though, that his car is going to be nice and cool, Rudy. So if it comes down to it, he can really push Chris Akers to get around Harry Tiller if he needs to. And you know Chris is wanting this win tonight, Rudy. You know he does.
Oh, yeah. Well, they reeled in Alex Kinsler right there. Alex is 1 lap down. If a caution would come out, of course, if a caution come out now, a race would almost be over. We might get a 1-lap shootout out of it, but it doesn't look like a caution's going to happen. These
No, it
guys,
doesn't.
yeah, they're down to 1.7. So, yeah, they're almost grabbing the draft off of that front pack. Now they got separated a little bit there. Daniel Jackson and Daniel Holloway kind of got separated from that other three.
Yeah, so now you basically got a 3-on-3 situation now.
Yep, and the clouds just rolled in, making the track a little cooler. So that might help this, help the traction and the control of these cars a little bit better. We might not see them slipping and sliding around as much.
However, now that second pack is down less than a second, so they're going to start getting that draft off the front pack now, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
With 5 to go.
They have come from a long ways back. Over 4 seconds, or no, over 6 seconds.
If you're PJ O'Leary, you've got to be looking in your mirror right now.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest, if I was him, I would probably fall back to them and try to hook up with them. Because they are definitely, I think, going to get there at this point.
Well, watch and see what happens if Richard Reagan tries to take these guys and go around the outside of them. Don't be surprised if you see Chris Akers jump right out in front of them guys and try to get a push by them. You watch. Or we might even see some 3 wide.
As we'll be coming to 3 to go this time by. They're definitely they're there now, Rudy.
Yep, they are there. Yep. And I don't know. Let's see if they're going to do anything. They may not do anything till we get maybe another lap in or so.
Coming to 3 to go.
Harry Tiller, he's got to be scratching his head right now thinking, man, them guys came from over 6 seconds behind us and caught up to us.
They did a really good job to get there, and I'm surprised they didn't use the momentum to get by, too. They kind of just fell in line.
Well, you know, it's that, you know, when you get like right there with the cars, I don't know, maybe they got something planned up here. I don't know, but you know, when you get right there with the cars, you kind of get that parachute effect. You know, when you get beside them and stuff, that it just kind of seems to even the cars out. You know, the air's coming off of that car and pushing it over on you, slows you up, and then your air's slowing them up. It's just kind of like back and forth like that. But Richard Reagan and company here, man, they've done an excellent job. Looking to the outside.
And here they come. They're starting to make that move with 2 laps to go.
Akers not going to go with them. Akers decided he's going to stay with Harry Tiller and try to push him to the lead here.
Interesting move there. Moving up the racetrack. Now he tries to go up. Harry tries to block. Not enough room. Oh, look at Chris leading the way on the outside. Can he get some more help?
Yep, big push here by PJ O'Leary, almost taking out Chris Akers.
All right, we're coming to the white flag. This is going to be 1 to go.
Well, if anybody's got anything, they better throw it out there right now because Chris Akers.
O'Leary.
Oh my gosh! Well, I don't know.
Flag.
I don't know how this is going to end up, man. This is going to be wild all the way to the end. Richard Reagan on the high side. Nobody wants to go with him. Akers, probably the best pusher out there. I don't know. He's not going to go up there with him. I'm kind of shocked at that.
Oh, look at the 24 all over the back bumper of Harry.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope that don't wreck Harry.
Oh, boy. Chris Akers kind of falling back now as we'll come out of 3 and 4. Martin Johnson in the 48 right there. PJ O'Leary right there. What is anybody going to do?
Nobody's doing anything.
High. Well, he drops low.
And blocking, and Harry Tiller gonna win it.
Good move by Harry.
Wow, what a piece of driving by Harry Tiller. That was pretty amazing. All right, folks, we'll get these guys down here, so give us a second, and we'll get a chat with them. Well, unfortunately, Harry Tiller, we're not going to be able to interview Harry, but congratulations to him. This is really going to help him out in the points a lot, Matt. I mean, a lot of blocking right there at the very end. I know PJ pulled out, tried to get a run on him, and Harry was all over that, and rightfully so. He had to protect that position coming to the checkered flag. So congratulations to Harry Tiller. All right, we did catch up with second place there. You wanted to grab him and talk to him?
Yep, I got him here. PJ, you got a copy on it, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Alrighty, buddy, you brought her home second there. You tried to make that move coming through the trial. Harry was blocking you really hard there. What was that like coming out of the floor, trying to get that car to the bottom of Harry?
Oh, I was just, we had a run. I had a run coming out of turn 4 the previous lap, but unfortunately, we were trying to get away from Excalibur, and I made the right move at the wrong time because I was trying to keep our team out front. But that last turn, that last lap coming out of turn 4, I just didn't have a run. I didn't get a push from Mark, and to give me the run to come off of turn 4 and try to pass Harry, but. Nonetheless, no matter if it was me that won, Harry, or even Mark, it would have been SWA 1, 2, 3 either way. So I'm glad Harry got the win, and we'll go get him next week, see if we can do it again.
Yeah, masterful job of driving out of all three of you. It was a crazy race all along. You did a good job. Those last, say, 15 laps or so, you were running third. You were trying to keep that front pack away from that second pack. It looked like you couldn't really get the car to suck up to the front two there.
Yeah, that's just the draft, I think. It's almost like real life if you think about it. The Fords are always good. The super speedways and the Chevys are trying to catch up, and that's just the case tonight. I try my best to try to keep in Chris's draft, and I did well enough to stay there. And then, of course, when the pack got to us, they made the move. Mark came to the bottom and helped out me and Harry. Chris went up, and I stayed in line with Harry, and that pretty much ended it right there. At least tried to.
All right, bud. Well, it was fun to watch. Anybody you would like to thank here tonight?
But yeah, of course. UniFirst for sponsoring the car, my friends and family, all the soldiers overseas fighting for our freedom, of course. My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My teammates, and all the fans watching, you guys who put on the broadcast, Ted and all the guys that keep this league up and going. And of course, before I go, I want to wish everybody out there watching a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys at the beginning of 2019.
All righty, buddy. Most definitely. We'll see you then. And once again, congratulations on your second place run.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. I guess we do have Harry in here, but let's talk to Mark Johnson. Well, Mark is not here, but Alexander Russell's in here. I'm not sure. Alexander, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah. It says you're taking his place. What that means, but.
Yeah, right now his TeamSpeak is really acting up, so it's just kind of hard for him to get it in. Okay.
Well, can you tell us about his race out there tonight? I mean, I think he's still going to hold on to the points lead, maybe not by a whole lot.
Yeah, he ran a real good race. I'm pretty sure he will have it, but just by the slightest margin. What he thought screwed himself over was getting spun out, entering pit road on that final stop where the 69 and the 24 went in.
Okay, well, I mean, we've seen some good racing out there tonight, and it looked like, at the beginning of the race there, I think he did get caught up into a wreck or something happened there, but he did get it back up to the front and wound up finishing third, so that's pretty good. And like I said, it should keep him in the points lead. Now, you guys are off for a couple of weeks here. And when you guys come back, you start in for the round of 12. How does he feel about making it into the top 12?
He's really happy. He's happy for everyone here at Burb Motorsports. The 24 just barely didn't make it. I'm not sure if he did or not, but the 69 of Harry and him getting the we think is the overall season championship, like before the chase, the regular season. But he's ecstatic. We're all really happy here at Berg Motorsports.
Very good. Well, who's he got to thank for it?
Well, he's got to thank you guys for broadcasting it. You make this all possible. It's awesome to see all the fans come out too. That thanks to all the broadcast viewers. This race sponsored. Our team sponsored by Matt's Custom Diecast. You can go look it up on Facebook. Get yourself a cool iRacing diecast of your own to keep. And we also are running this race in tribute of David Carter passing. We know he was a big member of the sim racing community, and we'd just like to thank him for all the work he's done.
Very good. All right, Mark. Well, we'll catch you back here in 2 weeks. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right. Happy Christmas and Merry New Year.
There you go. All right, very good. Okay, well, we did catch up with our winner here. Let me get to him here. Hold on a second. Change things around. But Harry Tiller is in the booth with us. Harry, you got a copy?
Yeah, boys, I got a copy.
Well, you win it here tonight. Man, oh man, for a while there it was looking kind of bleak, wasn't it?
Yeah, after that initial wreck with the 411, I was not happy, and worked our way back up, and right place and the right time at the end there. Just can't. I don't know. After last week, it was so painful that we came so close, and this week to actually get the win is awesome.
Well, you know, that could have happened again because the way you guys were racing, or PJ pulls out on that last lap, and you know, you guys could have got together. You were trying to put the old block to him there, and rightfully so. You know, I mean, you're coming to the checkered flag. That could have happened again, and boy, then you'd have really been upset to have it happen to you then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking because because we're all three of us at the front there, we have one win this season, and we're a team. But we basically said, over the last lap, we said all for ourselves now. We're 1, 2, 3. One of us is gonna get it, but no, they just didn't get the run that they needed, and I just managed to put the car in the right positions and cruise home. But yeah, I can't thank them enough for working with me the whole race. If it wasn't for those guys, well, working on your own, I think it's nigh on impossible to win, especially a cup race.
Well, congratulations on your win here tonight. Now you guys get a couple of weeks off and get a little bit of a break, and you come back with the trucks to start the first race of the chase. So now, I don't know, would you prefer the trucks over the Gen 6, or which one do you like better?
I mean, I like all of them. At the end of the day, it's super speedway racing. It's my bread and butter. But yeah, I've not done too well in the A car. I've done really well in so far. But no, I'm not bothered. At the end of the day, we still got to go out there and race and beat the opponent. And I don't care what car it is, what track it is, but I'll go out there and do my best. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. I'll just come back the next week and try to do what I didn't do that week. But what a Christmas present this is. Yeah, going into the chase on a high point. 3 of us in our team got through, and yeah, it's going to be perfect when we start racing in the chase.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations again. Anybody you got to thank for this win?
Yeah, I'll thank you guys for broadcasting and doing us next season as well. That's going to be cool to see. Thanks to Ted for running the league. I know he wasn't here today, and Holloway for getting it all sorted tonight. Yeah, and just thanks to the guys watching. Thanks to my teammates and everyone. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you when we come back.
All right, brother.
See you later, guys.
All right, take care, man. All right, let's run down through the final results here, and we'll get out of here, Matt. All right, coming home with the win, Harry Tiller, E.J. O'Leary in second, Mark Johnson third, Richard Reagan in fourth, Chris Akers, again, that win just keeps eluding him. He will come home in fifth. Scott Warren sixth, Daniel Holloway seventh, Daniel Jackson eighth, Joe Amanta ninth, and Jim Peterson rounds out the top 10. Matt?
All righty, Matt Kleinsmith will come home 11th. Trenton Johnson, the newcomer, got 12th. Alexandra Russell, 13th. Eric Green, 14th. Jonathan Platt brought it home tonight in 15th. 16th is Alex Kinsler. 17th is Anthony Poston. 18th is Jonathan Bombard. 19th is Jody Burton. And Anthony Kissweather is 20th. All right, 21st is Dan Harrington. 22nd, TJ Buck. 23rd will be Brian Niels. Ed Hewitt rode home 24th tonight. 25th is Mitch Beaver. And Justin Levine rounds out the field in 26th.
Yeah, he didn't get the start tonight, and I think that might have knocked him out of the points, Matt. Oh, my gosh. What a bummer for him. Hopefully,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I hope they get that fixed and everything is, he can. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. Well, anyhow, thank you for tonight here, folks, for watching. If I don't talk to you again, we'll be back tomorrow night for more broadcasting here at SR or at MaxSpeedTV. Excuse me. But if I don't talk to you and you don't come back tomorrow night to tune in, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, Happy New Year, and the whole 9 yards. We'll see you back here next year, I guess. But if you're back tomorrow night, we hope to see you. And until then, stay safe and have a good night.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Have a good one, guys.